I request the audience to kindly settle down and maintain silence as the dignitaries make their way to the auditorium. I request the audience to kindly rise as the dignitaries have arrived. The beginning of any great initiative has the power to take your life in a new direction, and Daksh has the power to propel your educational journey in the perfect direction. Members of the audience, a very good afternoon to one and all present here. Christ Deemed to be University is proud to welcome you all to this edition of Daksh, the annual flagship event of the university. I am Megan Rebecca Rodriguez, and I will be your MC for today. Daksh, the annual Education and Career Guidance Fair, hosted by the Student Council of Christ Deemed to be University, is a one stop destination for all things education. At Daksh, you get to witness exclusive opportunities, imperative student guidance, acquire varied knowledge, and make informed choices regarding your education and your careers. Without any further ado, we present to you Daksh 2023. Before we move forward with the official proceedings, we would like to commence with the lighting of the ceremonial lamp to seek the guidance and the blessings of the Almighty in all our endeavors. I now invite our esteemed dignitaries, Colonel Dr. Father Abraham VM, Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor Father Joe Cece, Registrar Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, Controller of Examinations and Director of Student Council, Dr. Johnny Joseph, Faculty Coordinators, Dr. Naveen Kumar, Dr. Padma Kumar, Dr. Pukraj Agarwal, Dr. Vinay Pillai, Professor Naived, Professor Lawrence Kujur, Dr. Roy Matthew, Dr. Sonia Matthew, and Professor Benny Sebastian. To light the ceremonial lamp, to seek the blessings of the Lord Almighty, and radiate the space with hope and peace. I also would like to invite the Christ University Vocal Ensemble to grace us with an inaugural hymn while the lamp is being lit.
Check. His countenance upon you. Give you peace. Give you peace. Give you peace. The Lord gives His face shine upon. Be gracious unto you. Be gracious. The Lord be gracious, gracious unto Amen. Amen.
Dance is a hidden language of the soul that creates emotion, nurtures passion, and transforms every individual's mind that it touches. On that note, to bring the stage to life, we now present to you the University Dance Team, Natyarpana, for the Invocation dance performance.
रत्नैः कल्पितमासनम् हिमजलैः स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरम् नानारत्नविभूषितम् मृगमदा मोदार्कितम् चन्दनम् जाति चम्पक बिल्वपत्ररचितम् पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देव दयानिधे पशुपते हृत्कल्पितम् गृह्यता हृत्कल्पितं गृह्यता
Ding, 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 da, di, di, ding. Da, da. Di, di. Da, da, di, di, dum, 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 dum. Da, da, di, di, dum, 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 dum. Da, 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 di, 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 dum, 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 dum. Da, 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 di, 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 dum, 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 dum. Dum, tari, taka, junu, dim, tari, taka, junu, tari, kita, taka, tam. Tari, kita, taka, tari, kita, taka, tam. Tari, kita, taka, tari, kita, taka, tari, kita, taka.
Once again, we extend a hearty welcome to Daksh 2023. May I now invite Colonel Dr. Father Abraham VM, Vice Chancellor, Christ Seemed to be University, to kindly address the audience.
Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Father Jose, COE, Dr. Johnny Joseph, faculty coordinators, student council members, and my dear Christites. Welcome to Daksh, the career fair hosted by Christ University, Bangalore. This event is an opportunity for students, alumni, and members of the community to learn about the various programs and courses offered by our institution and to connect with the potential employers. As we all know, education is the cornerstone of any society, and it is essential for the development of an individual as well as for the growth and progress of the community. The Indian National Education Policy emphasizes the importance of quality education and skill development to ensure that individuals are equipped with the knowledge and skills required to succeed in today's rapidly changing world. As a university, we are proud to offer a wide range of programs and courses that align with the objectives of the National Education Policy. Our programs are designed to provide students with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in their chosen fields, and our courses are taught by renowned faculty who are experts in their respective fields. By participating in Daksh, you will have the opportunity to learn about our programs and courses, as well as the various career options available to you. Our guests, who are representative of the different industries, will be here to help you explore the different options and to provide you with the valuable insights into the job market. In addition to the knowledge and skills you will gain through our education, participating in Daksh will also provide you with the opportunity to network with the potential employers and to learn about the latest trends in the developments in your field. I urge all of you, students, alumni, and members of the community to take advantage of this opportunity and to participate in Daksh. It is an event that will not only provide you with the valuable information about the programs and courses offered by your university, but also with the opportunity to connect the potential employees and to learn about the latest trends and developments in your field. I must congratulate the Christ University Student Council leaders, members, and Dr. Johnny Joseph and his faculty team for efficiently leading the ideation and execution of this event. Thank you for the creative presentation and the lots of work that went behind the scene for this impressive event. I saw last 2 days, all the students are working day and night and to showcase our departments. And it will be new to you also because after NEP, we are going to introduce this double major system, especially HEP. There won't be HEP, there will be history and economics or economics and political science like that. And we need minimum 48 credits for a major according to new education policy. Then only you'll be eligible for master's program. So from here onwards, no CEP, that is communication and English, or English and journalism like that, it will be paired. So you have to go and understand what is the new trend faculty members are devising. And when your youngsters are asking what is new and how NDP is implemented in Christ University, you should be able to tell. So please don't allow only the guests who are coming from outside. You yourself should go and learn from your peers what is going on. So wishing you all the very best and a nice time in Christ University. I remain. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for your words of wisdom and encouragement. Shri Piyush Ved Prakash Goyal is the Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Textiles, and also the leader of the Rajya Sabha. Mr. Goyal, in his 35-year-long political career, has held various crucial positions at different levels in the Bharatiya Janata Party. During his tenure, he has led the nation to achieve paramounts of success. The highest ever exports of $675 billion were recorded in 2021-22. Sir led to the signing of the Free Trade Agreement with UAE, the fastest ever negotiated FTA globally, and the India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, ECTA, India's first agreement with a developed country after a decade. Contributing towards food and distribution, Mr. Goyal led to the implementation of the world's largest food security program, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. As Minister of Railways, India achieved the best ever safety record of 0 passenger deaths in rail accidents. He also received the 4th annual Carnot Prize in 2018, recognizing the path-breaking transformations in India's energy sector. Mr. Goyal has had a brilliant academic record All India second rank holder, chartered accountant, and second rank holder in law in Mumbai University. He was a well known investment banker and has advised top corporations on management strategy and growth. He also served on the board of India's largest commercial bank, the State Bank of India, and the Bank of Baroda. Sir's ideology that the speed of decision making is the essence of good governance speaks volumes of his contribution to the nation. It is an undeniable fact that this ideology holds good to each of us striving to be better with each passing day in a dynamic environment. The legacies of Mr. Goyal are not mere stories of success, but inspiration to many youngsters striving to be the change that they need to see. With this, I now request Honorable Union Minister Shri Piyush Ved Prakash Goyal to address the audience. I request the audience to remain patient as the speaker will join in shortly. While Sir joins in, we would like to present a video to you all.
One small step is a leap towards the future. It's the pursuit of knowledge and awareness. Through much needed transformations and greater ideas, we gain wisdom and knowledge. From kids to adults, we become engineers, scientists, lawyers, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders, and much more. For destiny will reveal our true potential. How do I get there? How do I know my moments? Where do I belong? At each corner, every nook and cranny is the light to develop and grow. It is the freedom to glimmer and flutter. Everything is a trigger towards something bigger. In the right space, creativity is a river. Like tides hitting sands, we find our tribe. They stand by us regardless of where we come from, what or how we think, what we say, what we speak. At times, the going gets tough. Yet, we can strengthen to hold on to what we love with all our passion. We dance. We sing. We run. We ride. We travel to the ends of the world. We perform. We shine. We go beyond. We are that one extra stroke of brilliance. We always go that extra mile. We discover new paths. We are prepared to step into the unknown. We go out to inspire. We take that one small step. We leap. Stay hungry for life and follow your passion. To run the world, all it takes is one small step.
Christ University leaps ahead in this dynamic global environment. Our resilience and agility ensures that. Through our spirited campuses, we make an impactful contribution to tomorrow's world. We nurture whole person development, and they are equipped to face the challenges of life and go beyond.
CSA is the rhythm to my music. It gets me going through the day with a smile.
CSA to me is like a mirror of self-reflection. It helps me to find the best out of myself and be a better human being.
CSA is a junction where volunteers with varied interests come together for the same cause, a sustainable society.
CSA to me is my safe space. It is an organization that gives me the opportunity to grow and develop every single day.
Center for Social Action for CSA at Christ University is a platform for volunteerism and social work activities for our students.
Center for Social Action, CSA, is a well-established initiative of students which provides a platform for our students to practice graduate attributes in line with our university's vision and mission. Our students, working with the communities, they promote child development, women empowerment. Every year, they support more than 900 children in the community in and around our campus.
Activity Center is the brain that primarily works for children. The volunteers here work towards developing learning content and extracurricular activities for our children in the project areas. Our motto is to educate, inculcate and motivate. We believe in sharing the blessing of education. Aiming for holistic development, we help over 200 children in our project areas through daily teaching sessions and extracurricular activities. At Activity Center, you will not only be a volunteer, but you will also be a sister, a brother, a mentor and a buddy.
Nataka, the words that lie at the heart of the theatre wing of CSA vision. Art is the best form of expression and we aim to sow that seed of change in every individual that watches us on the screen. Drishti is no acting, no scripts, no sets. It's all about changing mindsets. Drishti, we as a team do not perform to win accolades. We only perform to reform.
Prayatna is a place where efforts combine with fresh ideas for a sustainable world. We spread awareness on the fragility of our environment and the importance of its protection through plantations, cleanup drives, sensitization campaigns, and many more. Along with these, we also work closely with the Parivartana unit, the waste management cell of the university, a vertical of CSA. We are engaged with the Parivartana unit to facilitate sustainable management of waste as well as women empowerment.
The Media and Communication Wing of CSA interlinks its various other projects and wings together. We showcase you CSA's impacts and influence in our project areas on our various different social platforms. Our volunteers learn skill sets like content writing, photography, videography, amongst others, to bring you the untold stories from our project areas.
Project Marcham. Marcham is a Tamil word which means change. And as the tagline suggests, Marcham means change and change means you. So we as student volunteers go to a 3D project area, and the 3Ds being desirable, dynamic and development. We go to a project area and conduct holistic education sessions for our children. And towards the end of the session, all we look forward to is the smile on their faces.
Project Yuva focuses on spreading awareness about issues related to menstruation, particularly sustainable menstruation and menstrual hygiene. Yuva aims at debunking the taboos and myths associated with menstruation, taking up a one-of-its-kind task. Speaking from personal experience, it is when I went to one of the project areas and talked to the children from 7th and 8th grade that I realized how unaware they are of this topic and how after talking to the Yuva volunteers, they were much more comfortable and open. In this way, Yuva aims at creating a safe space
for everyone to talk about menstruation and leading to transformation of perspectives and mindsets.
तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले आशाएं ले दिल की उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी नहीं कुछ भी
Learning is my passion and Christ is the best teacher.
I'm a career-oriented student and I'm looking towards a bright future as my campus provides me with ample opportunities to grow as an individual.
Our faculties are not just our teachers, but we are like a loving family.
Friends, I have joined Piyush Goyal.
Sri Piyush Goyal has joined the meeting, so he'll be addressing us soon. So be patient. So thank you for your cooperation and support for bearing with us for the last 10 minutes. Thank you so much. So I invite Sri Piyush Goyal to this great audience consisting of about 2,000 students from different programs of Christ University. Over to Mr. Piyush Goyal.
To interact with bright young minds of Christ University in Bengaluru. In fact, I don't know if some of you got an opportunity to see Pariksha Pe Charcha earlier today, where the Prime Minister engaged with young boys and girls and was able to, I think, relate to the day-to-day issues that young minds have to face in school. And for all of us, it's a great opportunity whenever we get a chance to interact with youngsters such as all of you and the future of India. Because truly, if we are looking at a developed India by 2047, when we are celebrating 100 years of independence, I think we are planning that on the strength of each one of you, on your capabilities, on your ability to deliver. And I do hope that you recognize and realize the huge contribution that you shall be making as the nation progresses over the next 2.5 decades to become a developed and prosperous country. Is my video? Hello, is my video visible? Camera switched off. Friends, is my video visible to you?
We are not able to see the video.
Sorry?
We are not able to see you, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I saw just now on the stage. Now?
Not yet, sir.
Sorry?
We are not able to see you.
I'm sorry about it because my office told me they had checked.
No, previously it was coming, sir. When the office was checking, it was coming. We had a dry run before the program start.
Huh? Start it again then. Okay. My apologies, we'll restart it once.
No problem, sir. We'll wait for it. Thank you.
Now is it clear, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. We can see you. Thank you so much.
My apologies, my young friends, for this inconvenience, but I think technology has a way to let you down at the right moment, unfortunately. And this, I think I'm talking to people in Bengaluru, which itself is the Silicon Valley of India. And it'll be a wake-up call for my office to try and tone up their own technology and gadgets. But truly great to interact with all of you. I think events like Daksh are a window to new opportunities. I hope you're all making good use of it, particularly when so much is happening in India. There's so much change, so many new things. Country has established itself in the Committee of Nations as truly an emerging power, particularly in the services side, particularly in the fields of technology, for which Bengaluru is truly our jewel in the eye. And in terms of the huge amount of startup ecosystem that you've created in Bengaluru, be it space startups, be it in e-commerce, digital payments, agri-tech, in every respect, I think young boys and girls in Bengaluru are willing to experiment, are willing to take on challenges, and it is your ability to absorb technology, to look at newer and newer talent and skills from amongst yourself, which is helping us emerge as a trusted partner across the world. And countries are looking at friendshoring, are looking at working more and more with India so that they have a friend who's a part of their resilient supply chain. So a lot of work is happening. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the catalysts of the new India that we are all working towards. And we in government can only act as enablers. We can possibly help in providing the ecosystem, in trying to help motivate some of you, but we can help also in terms of ease of doing business, decriminalizing laws, ensuring adequate availability of technology or digital connectivity, improve skilling universities. We can improve infrastructure to try and strengthen the economy. But end of the day, all of this is as good as the use that we make of this enabling infrastructure, enabling environment. And I would urge all of you, please embrace the future with confidence. Embrace change as it is emerging. Let's relearn. And we are actually students all our life. We are learning new things every single step of the way. We are seeing how we can become more relevant. We are looking at emerging technologies impacting whatever we have studied. And to become a leader, I think we'll have to be on a continuous journey of learning. I'm sure Christ University helps ignite that torch, that passion, helps create leaders of tomorrow. And each one of you there is going to be a leader of innovation tomorrow, a leader of industry tomorrow, a person who will make the Indian flag proud, who will go across the world, who will work in India, and in whatever work you may choose to do, set very high targets, very high goals, look at literally a global presence of India in the years to come and impact the lives of the common man in India. Friends, before I conclude, just a couple of thoughts that I want to share with you. I would urge each one of us to adopt life, that's lifestyle for environment, so that in our day-to-day lives, we start focusing on the circular economy. We start looking at more sustainable lifestyles. We start eliminating wastage. We start recycling and reuse. make that an important element of our life, because sustainability is going to determine the future of the planet and therefore your and our future. Also, country over the years has not adopted quality with the same enthusiasm that we should have. And the mindset of the nation has somehow not become quality conscious. I would urge each one of you to become brand ambassadors of quality and spread the message of quality and the importance of quality, so that as a nation, we can all start literally in every sphere of our life insisting on quality as consumers and offering quality of goods and services as stakeholders of the economy. Friends, our future is intertwined with each other. Together, we can move mountains. Together, this nation will transform into the world's most powerful nation. Let's work together with a sense of purpose, united in our commitment to make India a superpower once again. Let's focus our actions around people, progress, and the planet. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, would you like to address a few questions?
Sure.
The floor is now open to questions.
A very good afternoon, sir. May I say this is indeed a privilege to get to talk to you. So my question is, despite the implementation of the new education policy, there hasn't been much change in the educational system of India. There has no measures being taken to bridge the gap between academia and industry. Don't you think this is due to the lack of collaboration between the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Commerce and Industry? Thank you, sir.
I think that's a very fair point. We had the national education policy come out in 2020, but unfortunately, because of COVID, we were not able to have an outreach with many universities as yet to get them attracted to India. I'm happy to share with you that my colleague, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and I are in touch now on talking to universities across the world. I myself had a very good engagement with Stanford University during my last visit to the United States, where they have expressed their interest in wanting to come and look at India and see how we can look at expanding collaboration between India and the US. Similarly, with countries in the Gulf, we are in dialogue to see how our IITs, our IIMs can start having offshore campuses in the Middle Eastern countries. Australia and India are already having a dialogue to have joint degrees, dual degrees being offered, which will bring down the cost of education for children wanting to take degrees from Australian universities, and it will help Australian children also get an international flavor in their education when they come down for the India leg of the dual degree. So with the UK, we are also having a dialogue on mutual recognition of degrees and supporting each other with the offshore campuses, both for Indian colleges in their country and vice versa. So I think it is something that's happening, but madam, government will only act as an enabler. End of the day, it will be the universities which will have to engage with each other, tie up and expand their operations together. We've had some model guidelines which have been put out in public domain a few weeks ago. We are looking for comments on those guidelines both from Indian universities and foreign universities, so that we can freeze them. The guidelines have allowed a lot of flexibility, and I do hope that in the months to come, we'll start seeing some action. But as you will appreciate, these are normally long drawn discussions, negotiations, and actions, and may not happen much overnight. But I do believe it's a journey which has begun.
Thank you, sir. Can we have the next question, please?
Good afternoon, sir. So before I ask my question, it's a great pleasure and an honor to be interacting with you. So thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Moving on my question. So we all know that you work on the principle of quick decision making, which leads to good governance. And that has been seen in the fastest signing of the free trade agreement. What are some other factors that are in your mind and that you consider before making your decision?
I believe very strongly that we must have more and more stakeholder engagement. For example, just before I came into this VC, I was engaged in a conversation with 50 of the top importers who are importing goods into the country. Tomorrow, I have a similar interaction with 50 of the top exporters who export goods from India. Similarly, we are in regular dialogue with Indian industry of different streams, the steel industry sometimes, the infrastructure creators, the cement industry, different minerals, the aviation industry. The idea behind all of these interactions is that they are the stakeholders on the ground who can really give us feedback, what we need to do as policy, and help them improve their business, help them add to economic activity, and ultimately serve the consumers of India. So I think that's been one very important element of our work. That's the dialogue and continuous engagement with different stakeholders, including, I would say, my engagement with all of you today is a part of that journey. Every one of your questions is food for thought for me. Every idea that you will give me today will help me in my work going forward. So I do believe that that is one important criteria. Another thing is, as we come to know of any issue, any problem that's being faced by any industry, we try to act on that quickly, work through the wires, whether it's with state governments, local bodies, interministerial, or sometimes within your own ministry, so that there's faster resolution and we can solve the problems of industry, help them expand their operations. We've been successfully doing that with the service industry. We've been successfully doing that with the startup ecosystem. And I do believe that the mood that I'm sensing today in the country, the mood that I sense in youngsters. Today I was at a school for about 3 hours in the morning. It's a very simple, ordinary, middle-class young boys and girls were there at Navyuk school in New Delhi. And it was really a pleasure to see the enthusiasm in those class 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids. They really were supercharged, turbocharged about their future. And every time I interact with youngsters like you, I get also supercharged and wanting to do much more. So believe me, it's a pleasure. And I would urge all of you. For example, I would urge the management of Christ University. Maybe you can have a competition of suggestions from your students of what each one of them feels we need to do as a nation. Government needs to do some things. Colleges and universities need to do something. Business and industry needs to do something. Any part of the country. Give us your suggestions and maybe we can award the best 50 suggestions or best 30 suggestions. I'll be happy to invite the best of those who give us good suggestions to come and meet me, whether when I'm in Bangalore or in Delhi, so that we can have a free and frank discussion in person. And maybe out of that will emerge some of the leaders of foreign trade tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Can we have the next question, please?
Yeah, will you go ahead?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity, sir. So, first of all, before asking the question, what is your take on the GST collection, sir? Like, there is an increase in the GST collection, right? So, is it because of the increase in production and distribution, or is it because of the inflation, sir?
Well, there could have been a small element of inflation also on that. But largely, I can tell you the overall economic activity in the country is increasing despite global problems and recessionary conditions. So, for example, the import figure is going up. On one hand, it's a matter of concern that imports are going up. But on the other hand, I also see in that signs that economic activity in India is picking up. And this increased demand will encourage new investment, will encourage businessmen to looking at this demand to invest in capital assets and factories, industry to meet this demand and therefore create new jobs for our young boys and girls. So increased GST and such a consistent increase in GST in a way is a good sign. Bear in mind, the inflation has largely been in energy products. India has been able to retain and maintain other products largely at reasonable levels. There was a short spike for a few months in commodity prices, but other than that, India's inflation is still amongst the more controlled and more calibrated when compared to the rest of the world, particularly the developed countries and the emerging economies. So I would think that large part of this GST increase is attributed to increased economic activity, maybe a small portion also to inflation. Thank you.
So we are ready from the management side to collaborate with you for the competition. So will you be willing to collaborate with us for the competition?
Absolutely. I'll depute one of my officers who will coordinate with Christ University. And I was told there are 2,000 students in this room. I hope I will get at least 2,000 entries. And if a team of professors could be, or teachers could take this up upon themselves to sift through the entries and shortlist them, then I could have one or two of my officers engage with you. And hopefully we'll get a good set of young boys and girls with whom I can interact either when I'm in Bangalore, if you prefer that. But I'm happy to invite you to Delhi also. I'll leave that to your college to decide. And if you do come to Delhi, you will be my guests. So we'll take you around Delhi. We'll show you Kartavya Path, where you saw yesterday's scintillating Republic Day parade, which focused on our Nari Shakti, our woman power, and which had all indigenous defense equipment on display in a big way. Something which will make all of you proud. So I'll welcome you in Delhi, or if you want, I'll come to Bangalore, as you wish.
Thank you so much, sir. We would be honored to collaborate with you for this competition. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to thank the Honorable Shri Piyush Goyal and his entire team for spending his time with us and facilitating the session for us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, and God bless all of you with lots and lots of success. Good luck.
Good moments cease, but the energy is transfused to the people around. I extend my hearty thanks to our esteemed keynote speaker, Honorable Minister Shri Piyush Goyal, for taking his time out to add value to this valuable venture, Daksh 2023. We extend our gratitude to Father Dr. Abraham VM, the Vice Chancellor of Christ Seemed to Be University, Dr. Anil Joseph Pinto, the Registrar, Dr. Johnny Joseph, the Controller of Examination and the Director of the Student Council, for his unparalleled guidance and support. I would also like to thank our council coordinators, HODs, deans, directors, program coordinators, academic coordinators, and professors for their consistent support in helping us prepare for this magnificent event. Special thanks to Rajan sir and team for ensuring a seamless flow of events through their experienced support in terms of audio arrangement. We also send our immense love and gratitude to the block in charge and support staff for their unceasing support in helping us with the detailed plans for the event. Finally, thank you all for being a lovely audience. At Daksh, there is something to be found for everyone. We hope this experience will enlighten your educational endeavors, help you to find your niche, and take a step forward in this best direction. This is Megan Rodriguez, your MC, signing off.